and welcome to the first installment of Rose's favorite supernatural moments. This will basically be me talking about why I like the TV show Supernatural, which in October starts its 9th season. 9! Yay! First, we'll go into a little background as to how familiar I am with Supernatural. I was aware of the show back when it was still in season 1, but that was 2005, and I was, 2002. That's not right, is it? Was I 15? Can't be right. I'm gonna write with. Apparently, Supernatural was on the television when I was 14. I could have sworn I was younger than that. But with me, while I am really into horror movies now, back then I really wasn't. I didn't really start getting into the horror genre until I was 16. And even then, it wasn't really getting into it. I still had reservations on like R-rated movies and the really scary stuff. It was more like I was kind of putting my feet in for like Goosebumps, and we all know that that is a book series meant for pretty young children, even though those books can be gory as hell. So even though I was probably old enough to watch the show, it looked too scary for someone like me or who I was back then. So I avoided watching it, and I didn't really find a reason to watch it until I got a Tumblr account. And even then, it took a few years to actually be really interested in watching it. I don't even remember why I finally decided to watch it, but I got the DVD set for Christmas from my mom and my dad, and then I marathoned it over the winter break, and by the time that the spring semester started, I was hooked. Everything was Supernatural all the time. And then as much as season 8 as I was able to catch up with, so I pretty much picked up with the TV at the episode Torn and Frayed in season 8 and continued to watch it from there while trying to watch the episodes that I hadn't seen yet. And because I like Supernatural so much, and Supernatural is basically the reason why I have gotten into live-action American television, which really wasn't something I had ever watched when I was younger, because I liked cartoons so much, and then anime. And what you're able to do with liking a live-action TV show is very different from getting involved with anime, because it's made in your country and originally is in your language, and you're actually able to talk to the people who are in the show in a different way that you can with voice actors, like Jared Padalecki, Misha Collins, Ty Olsson, Samantha Ferris, Kim Rhodes, Jim Beaver, Mark Shepard, Mark Pellegrino, and a bunch of others, including writers like Robbie Thompson, Adam Glass, and he's not a writer, but Jim Michaels. They all work on the show, and they all have Twitter accounts. And I basically got a Twitter account so I could follow them all on Twitter and hear cute stories and live tweet the episodes with them. Oh, Osric Chow too. Osric is Kevin Tran, and he's a cutie. But anyway, it's very different being in a fandom that was actually initially designed for someone like me, an American, an English speaker, and honestly, you cannot tell me that a show with men as gorgeous as they are, that it's not meant for women in some capacity. Though there are a lot of misogynistic elements in Supernatural that are unfortunate, but the show is still really fun. And there's been a lot more stronger female characters now that Kripke's left. I feel, at least. Like not especially in season 8. There's Naomi, there's Abaddon, there's Charlie. Though technically she was introduced in season 7, but we don't see much of her until season 8. I really liked that one episode where with the witches and the familiars. Portia, I felt, was a very strong female woman of a very strong woman of color character, even if there were a lot of things in that episode that were kind of like, oh, why did you do this? This is slightly uncomfortable. Okay, more than slightly uncomfortable. But the episode's also really fun, so it's sort of like you acknowledge what's wrong with it, but you also don't let that keep you from enjoying the episode, especially since everyone got paid and it's the actor's job to act. And anyway, everything I just said was basically been just thoughts that were happening to me and not what I wanted this first installment to be about. That season 8 stuff will come later, but that's basically my background in Supernatural and where I'm coming from with this.